Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love, available in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. And if you've already read this book, please do leave a review on Amazon. It helps get the book noticed and other twin flames are able to read up a little bit more about what this journey is about. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings. I do 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame readings, romance readings, life path and purpose. You can book that reading on my website, fondinwellness.com. And also I've got new cards for the twin flame readings that I'm so excited to use. This is the twin flame weekly tarot reading, messages for divine feminine, divine masculine, and the couple. Today is Monday, June 8th, 2020. How are you doing, twin flame? I'm going to put the timestamp below that starts the reading directly because I like giving updates and messages from what has been happening in my life and behind the scenes. This has been a really super busy week for me as I have finished writing my new upcoming book called Heal Yourself, A Return to Wholeness, Integration of Body, Mind, Soul, and Spirit. I've finished the paperback copy. I have finished the Kindle copy. I am currently working on the Audible copy, and that, in fact, is what takes the greatest amount of time. Since I do all the recordings myself, I do all of the audiobooks myself. And these past few days, there's been just some glitches everywhere. It's almost like I've got these mini roadblocks that keep happening. I did get a new MacBook Pro. Unfortunately, the software that I use, Audacity, isn't supposed to be working with the new MacBook Pro, but there is a hack that you can get into the back door and actually still use the software because it's an open source software and I actually really like it, and it's what I've used to record all of my audiobooks. There was a glitch there. There's been a glitch in getting the old computer prepared to return to Apple. It's just, there's been a lot of roadblocks and glitches along the way, and even in publishing this book, and there's just some delays, and even Audible, which is behind the scenes, it's called ACX. Audible said that they even are experiencing delays because they've had a lot of audiobook submissions from authors, and so they have like a 30-day delay. So normally the turnaround for an audiobook once you submit the files, because they do have to be audio checked, is usually 2 weeks. I've seen it extend to 3 weeks, but in very, very rare cases. And now they are saying that the delay is up to 4 weeks. And I don't even know if that's 4 weeks that they're checking your audio files. I think it might be 4 weeks until they even get to your files. A lot of delays everywhere, and it's really funny because what I was recording today was going with the flow of the universe. And as I'm encountering all of these glitches and all of these delays, I'm like, gotta go with the flow. Just gotta go with the flow. Even though I get frustrated just because I like my day to run smoothly and I usually have a lot on my plate, a lot on my to-do list. Like, for example, this video, which will probably not be published until about 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. I am recording this after 5 o'clock Pacific time. So that just shows you that there has been so much on my plate, getting this audiobook ready, getting the book ready, just with all of this other stuff that's happening, that it's really hard to get in things from the day to day when there are delays. But delays happen for a reason, you guys. Just like everything else in the universe, delays happen for a reason, glitches happen for a reason. Maybe it's the universe's message to slow down. And I think we've all had that message of slowing down in the past several months. And I think now everybody's ready for things to pick up the pace, myself included. So I'm waiting for life to pick up the pace and not be so slow. But I'm super duper excited about my new book coming out. If I may pat myself on the back, it's a great book. I thank my angels and guides and God, of course, for helping me write the book, because none of this information ever comes from me. It's always coming from a higher source. But this book is really good. It's really going to help a lot of you. And one of the reasons I wrote this new book is because of you guys. Because you guys have been asking me for months now, and perhaps for those of you that have been following me for over a year, you've been asking, like, how do I heal? How do I go through this process of healing? Am I doing enough to heal? What do I do to heal? And this book answers a lot of those questions about healing. I'm very excited. Like I said, pre-orders, again, another delay. Pre-order page on my website was supposed to go up by today or late last night. That didn't happen. Another delay. So it will probably happen, I don't know. I'm not even going to give it a timeline now, but I'm hoping it'll happen by Wednesday or Thursday of this week. So there you go. There are just some things in the universe that you cannot control, and the best way to handle the things that you can't control is just to let it go. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm doing what I can, and what I can't do, I just have to give it over to God, because there are certain things that I absolutely cannot control. So there you go. All in all, it's happy. Like, I'm having a good time. I'm happy with it. And not sure why the delays keep happening though. Very weird. Hopefully things will start to move forward quickly. So with that said, let's get started with our reading. Of course, we are going to start with the Divine Feminines, the goddesses. We're going to say a prayer over the cards. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, Archangels, Angels of God, Divine Feminines, Guardian Angels, please let this reading be the highest light and love of God the Father. Let it bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, please stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. Twin Flame Angels and Romance Angels, please help us to understand what Divine Feminines need to get as messages today to learn and grow. And we're going to pick from the Angel Tarot deck and from the Archangel Michael deck this week. So Divine Feminines, Guardian Angels, what do they need to know in this collective here? We've got one here. We're going to pick from the Archangel Michael deck, which is one of my favorite decks. Out of print, still one of my favorites. So what do Divine Feminines need to know this week? Wow, okay, 2 flew out. We're going to take them face down, of course. Divine Masculines, let's see, what do the Divine Masculines need to know? Divine Masculines, Guardian Angels, Twin Flame Angels, and Romance Angels, Archangels. Divine Masculine energy for this week. And Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, what do you have to say to Divine Masculines for this week? Excellent. And for the Twin Flame couple. Twin Flame couple for this week. The couple's energy for Twin Flames this week, please. Great. And we're going to pick from the Archangel Michael deck. Archangel Michael, what message do you have for the Twin Flames? The Twin Flame couple, please. Okay, another one. Wow, Archangel Michael has a lot of energy and a lot to say to Twin Flames this week. Archangels Michael and Raphael work really, really, really well with Twin Flames. So let's get the romance message for Romance Angels, Twin Flame couple. And we get the messages of love. We're going to get one. And that will either confirm or change the meaning slightly of what the romance message is. Romance Angels, help the Twin Flames out in this collectivity understand what's happening, please. Give us some guidance, give us some courage and strength and hope. What's happening? Okay. And the Hidden Truth Oracles, these are messages from Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminines in this collective. Anything that they can say that is in their heart space that they might keep concealed or may have not been able to openly tell their Divine Feminines. Okay. First tarot card. First tarot card. Here we go. 5 of Water. Okay, Divine Feminines. We are back here. We are back here. Remember when I spoke about delays happening? Don't stay rooted in the past, Divine Feminines. Don't stay rooted in the past. The 5 of Water is literally disappointment from the past, looking toward the past. A lot of self-pity and just how should I say, sadness around what happened in the past. And almost playing, for some of you, this is not for all of you, because I know many of you have moved beyond this sentiment, but for a lot of you, it's almost crying over spilt milk, like this victim mentality of, I wish things didn't happen that way. I wish things would have worked out. But it's more than a wish, it's really staying rooted in that disappointment. Like that disappointment of, why did things have to happen this way? And it's really not being able to see the silver lining in this. Deep emotions though, really, really deep emotions. This is the 5 of Cups. Now the number 5 is a number of change. So if you don't want to stay in that self-pity mode, if you don't want to stay in that victim mode about the past with your twin, it's as easy as a decision. And that's really what I said in my book, Heal Yourself, A Return to Wholeness, is that it's as easy as a decision. You can make the decision to not play the victim. You can make the decision to not stay in this self-pity mode. You can make the decision to move forward from these feelings that have kept you trapped. It's as easy as a decision, and look toward the positive instead of remaining in that negative mindset about your situation with your twin. Now, I know many of you guys have been worried about your children or having children, or some of you have been in this space of like, I want to have a child and my time is ticking. I'm getting older. I don't know if I should wait for my twin to have a child, but also some of you have been literally worried about your children. There are many of you that are going through divorces and you're having to share custody with your ex-partner. A lot of you are worried about your children accepting your twin once you guys are together in reunion. And like I said, there's another subset of you guys who are really concerned about having a baby. Archangel Michael is saying, I mean, this is like a double dip into Archangel Michael's protection, because it says your children are protected by the angels, but Archangel Michael is also saying, ask me for protection and help with this situation. Ask me, Archangel Michael, for help. And this means that your children are watched over by the angels, but these are children that are born and unborn, or not yet born. They're watched over by the angels. So I would say that part of this self-pity, woe to me, that's a joke from my big fat Greek wedding, is saying like, I'm so sad. Like, I'm so sad things are not moving forward. I'm so sad things didn't work out. I'm so sad because I've been waiting to have a baby. I want a baby with my twin. I want to be able to move forward and create a family. Why is this taking so long? And why aren't they ready? And why aren't they coming forward? And my clock is ticking and I don't know what to do. And Archangel Michael's just saying, you know, this is a situation that you're just going to have to turn over to heaven. This is a situation that you're going to have to turn over and have faith and trust. But ask your angels for help. Ask your guardian angels for help and ask Archangel Michael for help. Your angels and the archangels are here to help and guide you. And if there is a soul, a baby soul, that needs to come through in your union with your twin, that baby soul will come through. No matter what your situation, no matter what your age, no matter what is happening in your current life, and if you have that intense desire to have that baby with your twin, and that soul is intending to come through, it will come through. So don't worry about it now. Just let go and let God, truly. I really believe I see this beautiful night of fire, night of passion energy for divine masculines. For some of them, they are still putting out fires, but this is a really nice energy about moving forward. It is the Knight of Wands for those of you that are used to traditional tarot. And this is truly, I mean, this guy is on his horse and he's ready to move forward, and he's moving forward to go save the day, put out fires. But it can also indicate this romantic passion and torrid love affair. And I'm seeing that the Divine Masculine, in some respects, is still putting out fires in their own life, but they're on the horse. They're ready to go. It's not the Knight of Pentacles where they're on the horse, but they're not going anywhere. This is the Knight of Fire who is on the horse and who's ready to go and is moving forward. And here it's saying God is in charge. And I really believe that for Divine Masculines as well, it's this idea of surrender. What is this week, you guys? There's this lack of truly surrendering to God, in that God is in control, and that God is in control of this process. God is in control of world affairs. God is in control of everything. It's not like you can put God into a box and say, well, God is good for this. He might not be so good for this. No, God is the creator of the universe. God is in control of everything. And I feel that there's this lack of faith. It's true. I'm feeling this because with this 5 of Water energy and with this Knight of Fire energy, where the Divine Masculine is on the horse and ready to go, like raring to go, ready to go, but they're still putting out fires from their own life. I feel like it's almost like they're on the horse, they're ready to go, but they're almost saying to Divine Feminines in a way, like, I'm still putting out fires for my own life, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And the stress that comes with that is kind of like that stress of multitasking. And oftentimes, masculine energy is a very one-pointed energy. It's a focused energy moving forward. And it's not a super great energy for diversifying tasks, to be able to multitask. It's more of a forward-moving, one-pointed attention task toward a goal. And not so good, again, at multitasking. Whereas I feel that Divine Masculines now, because they're still putting out fires in their own life, but ready to go, ready to move out toward their Divine Feminines, reach out, all of that jazz, looking good. I mean, like I said, the Divine Masculines have been looking really good, prepared, ready, responsible, responsive in these past several weeks. There's been a lot of good energy coming through the Divine Masculine collective this week and in the past weeks. For the Divine Feminines, like I said, there's been this back and forth. There's been this back and forth energy of this false belief that if I did my work, my internal work, then it would just bring all the pieces together automatically, and then everything should work out. And there's this, almost this serious disappointment in the Divine Feminine collective. Again, for some, not all, but there's this great disappointment that I did my work. I did what I was supposed to do. I did it. Like, I've been exploring myself, my life, my past, my relationships. I've been doing my work, and I thought that if I did my work, everything would come together fast, and it's not. It's not coming together fast. And now the Divine Feminine collective, for many of you, is going back and forth. So it's almost like this really big disappointment about, why isn't this happening fast? I did everything I was supposed to do. And then there's this faith in the couplehood, but then it goes back to that despair again. So there's this real wavering back and forth. And I really believe that's why Archangel Michael came forward to say, look, trust in your angels, trust in God. We are coming together to help you, but you need to have faith and you need to surrender. Enough of this back and forth business, like enough of having faith, but then not having faith. It's almost like the Divine Feminines are swinging the pendulum from one extreme to the other extreme. And that in and of itself is a problem of control or trying to control the situation. And when you surrender to God, you can't control the situation because you're surrendering. So try to stay out of that negative energy, which is trying to control the outcome. So it's nice. This twin flame couple, we are seeing the words unity. Unity. I love this. This is the Hierophant in traditional tarot. And it's number 5. It's unity here. Archangel Sandalphon, who, it's interesting. We talked about surrendering to God. We talked about trusting in your angels to help you. And Archangel Sandalphon is an archangel who delivers prayers directly to heaven, meaning like that is his specialty. Each archangel has a specific specialty. Of course, Archangel Michael is the protector. Archangel Sandalphon is said to be very tall, if you will, to deliver messages directly to heaven. He is also one of 2 of the archangels who is mentioned in the Bible who was said to have ascended into heaven. So he was a human being ascending into heaven and is now an archangel. There are 2 of them. The other one is Archangel Metatron. But this is about unity, and I like this. Now we can take this as the traditional sense of the word of the card in tarot. But I would say that this is you having faith in the unity of the couple. That's what this is about. You having faith in the unity of the couple. And again, there's that number 5. Change your thoughts. Make a commitment. Archangel Michael is saying, make a commitment to this. Make a commitment. It literally says, as the angel of courage and confidence, Archangel Michael, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. I believe this is Archangel Michael just saying to you, for the divine feminines especially, and divine masculines, but in this current energy of divine feminines, it's saying, could you please stop wavering back and forth? Can you please stop going from one extreme to the other extreme? You have faith and you let it go completely. And then you go back and then you have faith and then you let it go completely. So he's saying make a commitment to unity. Like if unity is what you truly desire, if that's what's written in your heart space with your twin flame, make a commitment to that unity. Don't think you have to organize all the details. You don't. That's what God's work is for. You do not have to organize all the details. God is doing that for you. As I've said in previous videos, what did you have to do to meet your twin flame? What did you have to do? The answer is probably close to nothing. Maybe you had to get on a dating site for some of you. Most of you did not meet your twin on a dating site. For the most part, you didn't have to do anything. God orchestrated that for you. So why are you still under this illusion that you must do something or many things or 100,000 things for you and your twin flame to come back together? Why do you think that? That's a lack of faith. I love this because it says, express your love, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Now, for many of you, this is a divine feminine and divine masculine card. This is a twin flame couple card. I really believe that this masculine is on his horse to come and make the romantic gesture. The masculine is on his horse or her horse. I know there are many divine masculines out there who are in a feminine body. The masculine is on its horse to make the romantic gesture. And here's why. Remember, I picked the message of love that said it will either enhance the meaning or change the meaning. We've gotten the forgiveness card. As I've mentioned, many of you will be hearing from your divine masculine with an offer of, please forgive me. Please forgive me for how I acted. Please forgive me for how I ghosted you. Please forgive me for not recognizing this connection. Please forgive me for A, B, or C. Now, remember, I always say this, it takes 2 to tango. It takes 2. And if you are a divine feminine who is just waiting for your divine masculine to come forward and just be very apologetic to you, and you're not willing to take responsibility for your part in the situation, then you're not making this an even exchange in the couplehood. And it needs to be an even exchange. And if you're saying, well, what did I do wrong? I didn't do anything wrong. You really need to re-examine. There were certainly some things you did to push them away, push them really hard. Some of that controlling behavior for some of you. For other things, I'm going to give you an example because I know many of you are in this camp. You got involved with a person who was already married. Now, I understand the twin flame connection. I do understand the strength of it. I am a twin flame. I totally get it. But if you are in your corner saying to yourself, no, I am the innocent party. I did nothing. I did everything to try to make this work. And I have nothing to be sorry for. But you were in a relationship with someone who was already committed and married in a relationship with a marriage certificate. I mean, come on. Like, you understand that, right? You understand that that's not... There was something in there where you were being deceitful, because even if you weren't in a relationship and you weren't being deceitful to the person you were with who happened to be married or still happens to be married, you were being deceitful because there's a third party in there. So that third party was being deceived and you took part in that. You have something to apologize for. There are other situations where there was like a work situation for many of you where things got out of hand at work. There were some situations for you where it divided friendships. There were some situations for you where kids were involved and you were hanging out with this person's kids or vice versa. So there's a lot in the dynamics of relationships. So if you really feel that for this expression of love and forgiveness that you're exonerated, you're not exonerated. Like I said, it takes two to tango. Be gracious when your masculine is coming towards you. Be very gracious and be very humble, because there were certainly things that you did in the connection that you need to ask for forgiveness for as well. I love this. Again, this really super duper reflects divine masculine's attitude right now. Being on their horse, getting ready to go, but still putting out fires. I know I messed everything up, and we will be together again. Now this again, I know I messed everything up. This is having to do with that forgiveness, expression of love, forgiveness, and we will be together again. They are assuring you, divine feminines, they are assuring you that they are on that horse. They're assuring you that they're on the horse and they're getting ready to go and they're getting ready to come towards you. But there is, for the whole Twin Flame Collective that I read for, there is this bigger message this week of surrender. There is this bigger message this week of you do not control the whole universe. You do not control this twin flame situation. Neither one of you control it. Neither one of you can make all the pieces fit together like you're a puzzle master. This isn't a 1,000-piece puzzle that you're doing on a quarantine day, right? This is life. This is real life. And there are so many dynamics to real life that you just need to trust in God. You need to trust in your creator. Whatever you call that creator, it's time for you to trust in it, especially this week. Especially this week. I'm getting so many messages through here that the time is now. You need to trust in God. Let go and let God. Trust in God. Say, God, I trust you. I trust you to bring back my twin flame to me. I trust you that it's your timing, not my timing. I trust that you know how to organize this entire universe. And then make a commitment to that. Seriously, make a commitment to it and just say, I'm going to stop being wishy-washy. I'm going to stop going from one side to the other side. I'm going to stop going from full faith to full despair. I'm going to stop doing this little seesaw act going back and forth. I'm just going to stay centered and grounded and keep full faith and trust in you, God. Huge message this week for that. So stay in faith, you guys. Be happy, be healthy, and continue to get on your knees and pray. Really, surrender to God. Continue to get on your knees and pray. Be humble. Really, be humble. Show humility. And thank God. Thank God for bringing your twin flame into your life. If you haven't done that recently, if you did it way back in the past, do it again. Do it again. It's time. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell. Scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this reading with other twin flames, and thank you for pledging your support on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Michelle S. Fondin, and I will see you in the next video.